Hi everybody. Glad you came today. Um, I was I had already started, so I'll just quickly go over. I think today, because I don't really have a plan, I'm going to do some Zentangle. This is my book of patterns where I've collected off the internet, and I'm sorry for the glare, but with all the lights around here, it's virtually impossible not to get glare. So, where I keep all the patterns, and it's just stored alphabetically. And then this is my little book, my to-go book of all the same patterns, just drawn out. They're not the step outs, they're just the pattern. And hopefully I can figure out how to do the pattern. Anyway, so thank you for coming. If you're watching this on YouTube, it was recorded live on Ustream TV. I don't have a regular time slot. I fill in wherever, whenever Dee Dee convinces me to stream, or I just want to. Here's a bunch of little drawings. These are cool. They're hard for you guys to see on camera, huh? I'll put them against a white background. Anyway, yeah, these are just more doodles. This is the kind of stuff I do all the time. I like that one. That one is a cool one. So let's Zentangle. And I thought today, the way the people who originated Zentangle said to do it, so that it's as stress-free as possible, is to take a pencil and draw just a random design and then fill it in with the tangle patterns. I thought today, because I like circles, that I would use my circle template and do it with circles, because that's what I want to do. Alright, now, the problem here is picking a pen. At my house, picking a pen, finding a writing utensil is always the problem, because we don't have near enough nearby. So, some of these are pretty crappy. I'll do a pen test and see which one I like. I like to use either a 0.03 or a 0.05 as a rule. Hang on, I'm putting my glasses on. Hi, Eileen. Hey, look at what I showed everybody. I keep it nearby because you never know when a pain in the butt may stop by and I have to sprinkle it on them. That monkey is adorable. It reminds me of you. Look at that. So if you're offended by the word butt, you've probably come to the wrong stream. Just saying. You might hear worse. Don't be surprised. Alright, I'm going to leave out the 3 and the 5. And if they don't work, we'll get out new ones, because, believe me, we have we have new ones. What? How could it not remind me of you? Alright, that looks like a good pen. That looks like a good pen. We're going to start with the 5. So I hope oh, that's icky. Just went out of focus. There we go. Alright, it's not going to like that white, obviously. Let's see if I can leave something nearby. Oh, that glare is going to just annoy the heck out of me. Hang on. Let me move this one light real quick and see if that helps. Turn it off. Is that too dark, you guys? Because I have a... No, you're not a big pain in the butt. You're adorable. Just like that monkey. Look at him. You just want to kiss him. I think it's a girl with the bow. Yeah, and it's wearing pink, which I know you love a lot. No, it's adorable. So tell me about the light. Because the light is going to annoy me. Oh well, we're going to have to just deal with the glare. Maybe this, it doesn't have, maybe that'll help. I'll use that. Yeah, we're going to celebrate my birthday. Happy birthday! So I hope I stay on camera. I will try and pay attention to chat. And I won't get this whole page done, but we'll do what we can. So I'm just going to randomly draw some circles here and there. I'm going to have them overlap. I love circles, so this would be a pretty common thing for me to do. Is just start with circles, let them go off the page. Hopefully it's staying focused. No rhyme or reason here, just totally random. And then what I'll do is, so you guys just aren't absolutely bored to death, which I hope not, but oh well. You can give me a letter, and I'll pick a pattern from that letter of the alphabet and try and draw that, whatever it is. Jean, I tweeted you earlier, I don't know if you saw, but when I first came on, I didn't have audio, so I don't know what the deal was. Thanks, Sarah. You like doing circle tangles? Yeah, I don't know. I do too. And it might be interesting if I'd use different size circles, but I like to kind of do lots of the same pattern so I can shade it and it looks cool. And if I'd have been prepared, I'd have had this done, but it's okay. We could be watching paint dry, you know. I almost did a stream where I used the prompt cards, but that meant getting out a whole bunch of stuff, and I thought, ugh, I don't know if I want to do that. All right, that's enough circles for now. So somebody give me the first letter. Dorothy, was that D the first letter? Yeah, see, the audio problem resolved itself when I rebooted. So, Lynn, you asked if I drew all those cards in my binder. Yes, I did. I can't, okay, this is just the way I am. I cannot just like sit and watch TV, or I'm not good at just sitting. I have to be doing something. So, not uncommonly, when I'm sitting watching TV, I will be playing on the computer, be drawing, whatever. So yes, I did. All right, Dorothy said D. Mad Rat said E, so let's just we'll do D first. So here is the D pages. There's a bunch of them. Let's see which one I like. Do we want a grid pattern or not a grid pattern? You know what? I think I will do a grid pattern. Oh, I like Dragonair a lot though too, if you can see that one. I like that one a lot. Let's start with the grid pattern though. So we're going to start out easy. There's so many I like. We'll just do diagonals. Nope, oh, it's so hard being me. I lied. See how indecisive I am? We'll do B for birthday. You know what we should do? Not B for birthday, we should do O for old. Or W for wench. Or P for PETA. Why did I ask you guys? I have plenty of good ideas. Alright, we're going to do this one. I guess it's called Dion, or yeah. Can you see it? Pretty simple. And I'll start right here. Make sure I got my right pen. I don't. And the reason I backed up and did this one is because this one, if I want to, I can do some really cool shading on it. So that's why I went with this. To grid or not to grid, I know. It's hard being me, I have to tell you. And we'll start right here. And hopefully you'll be able to see me. If you can't, scream at me and we'll figure out something else. I don't care if it doesn't meet in the middle there. Doesn't bother me a bit. Do we want another line? Yeah, we do. Okay, now they're all different sizes. Now I'll switch to 3, just because I can. I'll darken in that middle part. Oh, I don't think this 3 is going to work good. Okay, so now I'll get quiet. So you'll have to listen to me breathe. I can hardly wait until tomorrow's over, frankly. I'm so sick of this election. I went back in and filled in that toward the top because I didn't like that. The crazy thing is after you do this, other than stick the art in a binder, what the heck do you do with it? That's why I like art. I like to do art that I can give away. I had collected up tons and tons of art that got ruined in a flood, and I felt so clean when I threw it all away. Now I'm trying not to collect up hoards like I had. I don't use a pencil first. It depends. If, like the grid, yeah, I probably would go ahead and measure it out. I'm a little bit anal that way, but for this one, I didn't feel the need. But I'll do some of each. But I think the thing was about the Zentangle is so that you don't get all worked up about it, that you're just kind of zen and not worried. Oh, you know what else I should do? Because I want to get it on a stream sometime, is show all the Inktober's again. And I haven't done that yet. Alright, that be's cool. The Tangled Twilight Zone, no lie. I'm in Zen zone for sure, Dee Dee. I'm pretty much always in Zen zone. I don't get too excited about stuff. I really don't. If it doesn't work, who cares? It's paper. Yeah, there's I don't know if somebody had asked because I missed a bunch of the chat, but there's a website called zentanglepattern.com, I think is where it is, where I got the bulk of these. But also you can go on Pinterest. I mean, Pinterest, there's just buku. I shouldn't even call it Pinterest. I should just call it Black Hole. But yeah, if you're looking for Zentangle patterns, just Google it. And just say goodbye to your family, your life, your everything, because you'll never come out of that black hole. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and shade this as we go. And all I'm doing is putting graphite down where I want there to be a shadow. And I could do it on each of the lines as well and make it look like it's going in rather than coming out. It's all up to you, whatever you like. So help me remember. Well, I know what I'll do to help myself remember. Okay, got me covered. You know, and I didn't think I'd say this, but here I am saying it for the world to hear. I miss Inktober. I really do. I like that discipline of feeling like I had to sit down and draw every day. Because otherwise, I'll find other stuff to do. I'll vacuum, I'll wash a floor, I'll color. You're gripping the edge of the black hole. Yes, Emma, this is how I shade any kind of art, really. It's pretty much how I do it. Take a graphite. This is a real soft lead. It's HB. It shades really nicely, and then I use a stump or a tortillon, whatever you want to call it. They're all basically the same thing and do the same thing. So yeah, and I always have them around wherever I'm at. Chances are you'll find this stuff. If I took you into my front room right now where I watch TV, you'd think it was an art studio. That's why I hate when people drop in unexpected, because I do try and clean that up. Okay, and just to show you guys, I'll do something different on this one too, because I think it'll look cool. I like the solid ones too. I just use these. I use whatever's around. I don't really care that much. But yeah, I do like the solid ones too. Okay, and on this one, I'm going to do some shading down along this edge, all the way around, and then it's going to look like it's popping up. And believe me, I'm not too careful when I'm doing this. Oops, sorry, I'm off screen. The camera's a little far out today. I didn't get it set up just right. And you can tell I'm pretty worried about it. So you guys, I'm having a real dilemma because this is a really big birthday coming up. And I need to buy myself something really nice. And I'm going to be honest, I cannot think of one thing to buy myself. How pitiful is that? Oops, I got a little carried away right there. I'll clean that up. I'm just trying now. I don't like that, so it's going away. Ouch. Ow. I'm just cleaning up around the edge. There's our first Zentangle. Alright, that was B. And then we were going to do E, right, for Eileen. And you're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to put these away as I go because I don't want to have to do it later. Alright, so E. Can you see the E patterns? I'm looking, seeing what looks good. I like the eyelet and ribbon, that one, but it's more like a border. I guess I could just do strips of it. You think I should buy those $1,000,000 color pencils that Cass and Xander have? You know what, Eileen? If I sold art or something like that, I might. But if you saw what I have invested already in Prismacolor, because I have, you know, however many sets that you have to have, at least 3, I think. And then all the replacement pencils that I bought ahead, I don't feel like I need them. Is that crazy? I mean, I'd love to try them. I wish they sold them individually, because I would buy a few of them just to test out. So the problem, Josie said, I'm sure Eileen can tell me something to buy for my birthday, and she did. And I'm not surprised that she came up with that, or the luminance pencils. And I would probably love to try them. But for what I do, I don't think I need them. There's the eyelet. I just think that's so pretty. I'm looking. E doesn't have very many good ones. I think I like this, though. I wish... I know how I can do this one. Okay, I picked one. I don't even know. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. EUCA. And I'm just going to fill up the whole background, and I'll do the one next to the one I just did. So you guys saw that okay? Hi, Marie. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Hi, Jean. I didn't say hi to you. I'm sorry if I missed you guys and didn't say hi. I really do appreciate you being here. I didn't boot you, Eileen. I don't have that kind of power. You do. You could probably boot me. Okay, that's the one I'm doing. So here we go. And it's probably not going to be evenly spaced or anything, but we're not going to worry about it. All right, now I'll switch to 3, and there is no rhyme or reason why I'm using a 5-point nib or a 3-point nib. In real life, I prefer a 3-point nib for almost everything. All right, this one you do like teardrops going fat edge down one time, fat edge going up the next. So we're at this point in the drawing right now. So we'll start with teardrops with the fat part going down. Next one is fat part going up, and I'm gonna do the space in between. And then just keep repeating that for the whole pattern. And I suppose I could try hard to keep them all uniform, but I didn't, and I don't care that much. Okay, so that's step 2 is done. All right, I like the logic Janet has. If I'm not going to use them often and have something to use instead, why buy it? You know, Josie, that's kind of how I feel about a lot of things, you know. I do want to try a few of the luminants, so I don't know. I might just go on Blick's site and peruse the awesomeness, as Dee Dee says, and pick out myself some stuff. Okay, we're at this point. This has little dangles going one way one time, one the opposite way the next time. So that's pretty simple stuff. I could do it. I could do it. Can you guys see her? And I can't zoom in, so. This is tricky business, you know, this streaming stuff. Okay, and I kind of goofed up because this one has like the dangles. I think I goofed up the drawing really. I like the way I'm doing it now better anyway, so there, get over it. Computer just went to sleep. What did Eileen say that was so bad? Oh, I'll put the tip of the pen on my tongue. Yeah, I've done that lots of times. It must not be toxic because I'm, you know, still alive. I'm one of those live people Didi talks about at her streams, even after. Putting the tips of the pens on my tongue. Okay, no rhyme or reason why I did that. I'm going to add this over here because it looks to me naked. Don't want naked spots on our picture. Yeah, that looks good to me. I like it. And just because we can, this one's kind of weird to shade, I think, you know, because, yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. If I want to, originally what I thought I was going to do was kind of shade in the background. Let's give it a try and see. We cannot, it's only graphite, so if we don't like it, we get out our trusty little eraser and eliminate it. You guys can tell me if you like it or if you don't. It might be too dark. We'll see. All right, you think I should color in that whole background that way? Y'all decided that I need a challenge and that I should stream every Monday. Now, who dreamed this up? I should never allow Eileen and Didi in a stream at one time. It's not going to work out well for me, is kind of my feeling about that. I missed so much chat. I was kind of scrolling back a little bit. You like the shaded background? Waiting on Amazon packages is so hard. It really is when you have a hunky UPS guy bringing them. I don't even care what's in the box. Stream, Janet, stream. Okay. I'm right, Jean? Anyway, all right. Then if you guys say to shade the background, shade it is. I guess on something like this too, I like the Tangle's black and white, but this is something you could use color on too. So bear with me while I scribble in some graphite here. All right, Jean, I need a favor. And that favor is you keep your eye on Didi and Eileen, and when they start misbehaving, you let me know, because they are cooking up some bad stuff. And the truth of the matter is, y'all need to be a whole lot nicer to me this week, because it is my birthday week, and it's a traumatic week. So, You should be really nice to me. In fact, Eileen, you should be so nice to me, you should send me more presents. Oh, I just lost my lead. Let's see if I've got more in there. Oh, maybe not. I have to get out a different, there it is. And the reason I scribbled it off on the side is I didn't want a sharp edge on the lead. I need to call my family today and tell them if they get their presents in their mail today, they won't have to pay for special shipping. Thank you, Jean. Believe me, this is quick and dirty. All right. Because of the lag, I'm going to ask you guys right now to go ahead and tell me what the next letter was. We've done B and E. And it's hard to Zentangle and watch chat. Who's going to keep an eye on Jean? Okay, Muse, you just volunteered. Thank you. And if I go over a little bit, I don't mind going back and cleaning it up with an eraser in a minute. That came out okay. I like it. And now Pat comes in the chat and agrees with Dee Dee and Eileen. Hi, Pat. That's one way to enter a room. Actually, you guys, I'm really not opposed to streaming on a regular basis. I'm really not. My idea, or my problem is I just don't know what to do not to bore you all to death. There it is. So has everybody ordered their Mono Zero little eraser? You gotta have one. It's the coolest little tool. That's what we've got so far. They kind of look like little ladybugs, don't they? When I look at it on screen. I should put little dots on their back. Thank you, Pat. You don't get bored. Okay. Oh, you went to Outback and had lunch. Oh, you lucky dog. I might be doing that tomorrow because I think I'm going to go shopping tomorrow. I think it's more the having company as opposed to what is done. You know, and I agree with that, Ghost or BG, that, you know, a lot of times it's just having a place to hang out and yakking with the fibs. I agree with that. That actually learning something is kind of a bonus. If I wanted to learn something, I'd go to Devotech or something. It looks really smooth on camera. I had to smooth out a couple places that weren't smooth. There we go. All right. J for Jean. Oh gosh, there's probably not that many J patterns, you know, but we'll look. What the heck? All we can do is fail. There you go. J stands for Janet too. Oh, I like that pattern. There are some good J patterns, I guess. There aren't many though. I like that one right there. Kind of a grid pattern. I might do that. But I like that one too. Yeah, come on. Focus. Piece of crap. There. I like that one too. I like all of them. And they're all kind of fun to draw. Jetties is fun too. That one with the circles. I like that a lot. Oh, what to do, what to do. I think we're going to do that one. I like that one. That one's very cool. Do you like that one? All right, Petka, I'm going to write that down. M for mouse. R for rat. See how bad I am? I mean, I literally have to write stuff down if I even want to remember it 5 minutes. I'm so bad. I totally relate to Mary. Here's that pattern. I like it. We're doing that one. Because I be the boss. And I'll show you how I do the spacing and keep it somewhat even. I don't care if it's real even, but a little bit even. All right, we will pick a circle. Here's our pattern. Okay, this is a lettering guide. I have a lot of this stuff, you guys, because in my real life, before I moved to Monkey Island, I had a real job, made real money. And this is another spacing tool. So I'm going to use it. I could use a ruler, I could use whatever, but I'm going to use this. You know, the only thing I miss about working is the money. That's the only thing. You know what, Carol, I agree with that. She said, my son said when his wife, when they turned 40, they did old people things, like went to supper at 4:30, went and played bingo. Now, I don't do the bingo thing, but I'll eat dinner early. Hi, Kelly, and thank you. How long did it take to make my book? I don't know, Marie. I would just do a few a night. And actually, let me see if I can find it real quick. For the evenly spaced squares, I actually made myself a template. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I may not even have it nearby here. I don't know. It should be right here behind me, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, and you know what? I might have reorganized. I think I did. Hang on. Like with like, right, Dee Dee? Hang on, I'm looking. Okay, I have no clue what I did with them. They might be out on the couch. Anyway, I used one of those report covers, the plastic ones that come in all the crazy colors, and I measured it out and cut it in like a stencil. So I made the template that is the exact same size as a card. I could just draw around the edge of the square, and each one was done. And then I also made one that allows for 6 boxes. I'll find them. and show them to you. Oh, you guys. Somebody needs their butt kicked. Anyway, that would be me. Alright, so anyway, I'm just going to use this as a spacing tool. And you guys can make these spacing tools. You don't have to buy them. I mean, I could show you easy enough how to make them. I have them in tons of sizes. I couldn't buy them in tons of sizes, but I made them. Just cut into that plastic stuff. I make stencils because I got nothing but time. And this is probably cheating, okay? If you went to the actual Zentangle site, this whole measuring and anything that might create stress in your life should be eliminated. Actually, if these weren't evenly spaced and straight, that would create more stress for me. So in my world, this isn't against the rules. Making rulers, I know, but I think anything that makes your life easier, do it. Do it, do it, do it. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and measure. These are 1/2 inch. I'm going to make them a little bit bigger than that. I've got 2.5 inches. I'm going to do 3/4 inch. There we go. And the lines will be as straight as the edge of the paper. I suppose I should be looking at the pattern, making sure I'm not goofing up, but I don't think I can be. Oh, and I just used pencil rather than pen. Dope. Alright, got to go over the lines that are in pencil. This one shades up really cool too. And that's sometimes how I pick the pattern, is how cool they shade up. Alright, there's my grid, and it's good enough. I'll make it work. Yeah, technically you're not supposed to use tools like this. Well, tell the world that I'm a big fat cheater. Okay, so there we are. We'll go ahead and do the 3 lines. And these I will go ahead and just draw, so I'm not being a big fat cheater. And I'll try not to let it make me nervous. Okay? And when you start on a on a row, that whole row gets lines at the bottom. Skip one. It's easier for me to do all the bottom ones. Ugh, they're not straight and they're not even. Talk about unnerving. I am a straight line person. My pen pal, we are a perfect complement to one another, because I am very much a straight line person, like evenly spaced patterns. And if you've looked at some of the art I've shown you guys, that's apparent. And she couldn't draw a straight line with a ruler. And so when we swap art, it's always funny that she loves my art that's all straight lines, and I love her curvy art. She can't create my art, I can't create hers. So it works out good. All right. First part of the pattern's done. And then the next one is the 3 lines go at the top. I don't know if you guys can hear the noise in the background, but that dope that's my neighbor, he has been running that leaf blower, I'm not kidding, since about 7 o'clock this morning. I don't even want to begin to tell you what I want to do with him and his leaf blower. Leave it alone for a few minutes. Mother Nature's going to take care of those leaves for you, bad boy. Go in the house and watch Married with Children. I don't even know if that's on, but that's the type of show he needs to be watching. Someday I should figure out a way to take you guys on a tour of Monkey Island, because this is really one of the most beautiful places on earth. I think I love Monkey Island. But then you got to put up with dopes like this guy. All right, and so then now the pattern, I'm to here. I'm done up to here, and it's not as good, but it's okay. My lines aren't straight and they aren't evenly spaced, but here in a little while we won't even know. Next, I draw the straight line down and put the little ball on the end. Now, my brain is telling me to draw yourself some lines, and I think I'm going to, well, no, I'm not. I'm going to play by the rules. All right. So I'll try and keep them all about the same. Where the little ball dangles just about at the first line of the adjacent square. But honestly, now this, because it should be evenly spaced, is making me a little nervous. And if I goof up now, I am getting out the whiteout. Oh, that line is seriously not straight. I know, I just got really quiet. All right, I think we got it. Hi, Allie. Jean left her post, so the rest of you keep an eye on him. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Laura. I'm so glad you found us, Laura. It's a good group of women. Anyway, all right, now time to shade. Laura, I'm doing Zentangle. This is a pattern I'm working on. I'm letting these women give me letters of the alphabet to find a pattern. So this could come out however. We don't care really. All right, so here's the shading. And it's just alternating boxes right under the 3 lines. Hard to goof up. And these boxes are quite a bit bigger than the ones shown in the pattern, so I'm probably going to shade it a little bit further down just to give it some interest. I'm moving faster now because it's graphite, so I know if I goof up, I can always erase. All right. Oh, here's a little thing I see now that I missed. There should be a little ball coming down here. All right. If you see anything else I missed, scream at me. Thanks, Josie. Am I on camera where y'all can see me at all? Ugh. New streamer issues, I swear. I have to say, though, I am enjoying streaming, you guys. I really am. It's kind of fun. I like having you guys at my house. I haven't seen CB this morning. Was she at Dee Dee's? Ustream was such a pain in the neck at Dee Dee's this morning. It kept looping for me, and I'd hear her say the same thing like 15 times. Ugh, it was annoying me. I was actually glad when the phone rang and I could go to coffee. And then when I came home, I refreshed one time, and it started working fine. So I got to see the end of it when she was doing the giveaway and stuff fine. But before that, oh, man, it was driving me bonkers. Can you guys see okay? Let's see, that one would be shaded there. All right, this one's missing something. Alrighty. Dee Dee, what are you doing? Do you got like a petition going on, or like I need to know this? What is going on? I'm not a new streamer, and you're. We enjoy coming to your house too, Janet. Thanks, Grammy. All right, 1 Eastern, that would be noon. That would give me all weekend to prepare. Yeah, I saw that, Laura. I thought that was so cool that you're a new fib and you won at Dee Dee's. And Dee Dee, I think you're giving away that stuff you were going through last week, which is really cool, because then you'll get some of the fibs art. I'm going to shade this a little bit more. I'm not liking this as much, so I'm going to shade it just a little bit further in. The thing is, if you guys came over here every week, pretty soon you'd figure out how flippin' anal I really am. Yikes. I do always make it a point to not have too much plans on Monday, so I can watch Dee Dee and Jean, and I suppose I could maybe cram myself in between, but then you guys would also have to plan to not have anything to do on Mondays, because if you're not here, I'm not doing it. Oh, look at you guys. Back-to-back streams on Monday. Yeah, it would be like a streamathon every Monday. I am. Laura, about some things I am pretty anal, and I just accept it. I don't even fight it. You can say that again, Lynn. Yeah, you don't take up much room, and I don't have to feed you. But I would be like Dee Dee. Like, if you guys wanted a grilled cheese, we could slap one of those bad boys together. All right. So that was J for Jean and Janet. So we've done D, E, J, and somebody wanted M for mouse. Testing my ability to remember the alphabet, aren't you guys? All right, I'm letting you see the M. All right, there. There's only one page of M. Kind of surprises me. Let's see what one I like. I like Muka. Okay, right now, I'm kind of, oops, let me see. I've got one light covered. I'm trying to get this close. This ain't working at all, is it? I'm thinking about M1 or MI2 or Muka. I like Muka. Muka's kind of cool. All right, I think, it's so hard. M1 is kind of a grid one. There's a whole card of MI2, I guess is what it's called. All right, we might try that one. I'll have to do kind of a grid to get myself started. You guys like that one? All right, Dee Dee. I'll just tweet you later. Go eat grilled cheese or Raisinets or whatever. And we'll see you later, Dee Dee. Hopefully we'll see you at Jean's. All right, we're going to do this pattern. And if I'm going to screw up, this could really be where I screw up. Just saying. I need a bigger grid than, let's see, let's measure how far these ones are apart. These are 1, 2, about 3/8. Laura, I know, I kind of want to see them. Oh, the rats? Yeah. All right, we're doing this one. We'll just do it 1/2 inch. What the heck? I make 1/2 inch marks one way, 1/2 inch marks the other way. Hopefully that grid will work. Okay. And this time I'm going to use a square from the edge of the paper. I'll use a pencil this time because I'm actually going to end up erasing this grid. I know, Jean, I know. I'm not supposed to be using tools and measuring, but I am. All right, 1/2 inch grid done. Sorry, I kind of got off screen there. All right. So that they're evenly spaced, I can't start the tip because that means this would poke into the next grid further. So ideally, the place where the lines cross should be in the center of these little marks. Correct? Am I thinking right? I think I am. Measuring is a good thing, Pat. There's nothing wrong with math. You hang out with these ladies, they're going to tell you how bad math is. I am here to tell you there is nothing wrong with math. It makes your brain happy. Makes my brain happy. All right, here we go. We're starting out. I'm on screen and everything's good. I'm just going to make those little, I don't know, diamond or whatever the heck shape they are called. And these I'm not so worried if they're perfect. That, like something like that, doesn't bother me. Because they kind of get lost in the pattern anyway. I do try and kind of make them all the same size a little bit. All right, is that 1/2 inch? Yes, ma'am. I'm really thinking here, so I don't want to get these things going the wrong direction, or I'll goof it up. So I'm concentrating. I'll catch up with chat in just a minute. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, here's Eileen. Is it? Oh, no, it was Pat bringing up thongs. All right, now I'm wondering, math and thongs make Janet happy. Yep. UPS guys in thongs would make me happier. No doubt about it. There's something seriously wrong with me. Okay, so here we go. Here's the pattern that we're working on. So the next thing is to draw connectors between our little shapes. We can do that. The cool thing about Zentangle that I like, because I'm a big fan of making what looks to be hard simple. And that's one thing I like about Zentangle is I did goof up right there. That's okay. It's on the edge. Nobody will know. You can make what appears to be really complex patterns so simple. And I love that. It's kind of like drawing things. I almost did a little drawing show today, just a doodle show. All right. Next thing on the pattern is, after we've connected the things, we'll draw I think they call them auras around the lines. I think in Zentangle world, that's what they call it. All right. I don't want to start wrong, so I'm going to do this. I'll start in the middle. That doesn't seem right. Something's wrong. No, it's not. All right. Is that everything? I think so. Right now it looks awful, but when you get it done, it looks cool. And just keep drawing the aura around the lines. Now it can go pretty fast. Oops, I need a line going in there, I think. Oop, I forgot that one the first time. Alright, is Eileen leading all of you astray? When she starts talking bad about me, don't listen. She makes that stuff up. Alright, I'm missing something here, but I'm not sure what. I guess I'll figure it out as time goes on. This one's really messy. I'm not liking it, but it's okay. I'll live with it. I'll live with it. I'll live with it. Not me, not me, not me. Sure, Eileen, sure. If you hear commotion, this is only Robert Vaughn coming in. What's up, Robert Vaughn?
I am going to go back to Donnie's.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. A little cleanup to do.
Oh, you're still working then?
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later, baby.
All right, bye, hon. Call me so I know you're safe, okay?
Yep, I will.
All right, here I have to kind of make it up since it's only a part of a pattern. Thanks, Eileen. Eileen told me it looks great. I give her a really hard time. I think we all do. But she is one of the most supportive people at every stream. And that is a really nice trait. And I can't believe I just said that out loud. That is a big fat goof up, so don't look at that. It's kind of coming along. It's messy. I'm not crazy about the messy. How close to the water are you? I'm right on the lake, Lynn. If you walk out my backyard and walk down the hill no more than 20 yards, we have a boat dock. And yeah, and we have multiple boats, but we keep the fishing boat in the dock right here by the house, and then we keep a sea-doo also in the lake. They're not in right now, of course, because it's getting winter, but yeah, we're right on the lake. And said it earlier in this stream, Monkey Island, honestly, in my opinion, it's just one of the prettiest places on earth. There's a lot of old hardwood trees, huge. I have oak tree in my yard out front that is the most beautiful tree you've ever seen. It's got the perfect shape, everything about it. And when I had the new roof put on my house, it was an old guy who came. He had a crew of workers here. And he said, you know what, I'd put this roof on your house for free if I could just have that tree. It is the prettiest tree you've ever seen. But they're all over here. They're just huge and they're beautiful. And this time of year especially, oh, it's just gorgeous. Really want to walk around with you. I'd love to take you guys on a walk around Monkey Island, and walk down to the point so you could see the main lake. It's just, and don't ever think for one moment that I take this for granted. I thank God every day that I'm fortunate to live in such a beautiful place. Nice neighborhood, for the most part, nice neighbors. There's a lot of city, I say for the most part, because it is a resort area, so we have a lot of, most of the houses, in fact, around here are weekend vacation places. And people are funny creatures. They come here for the weekend, and they think there's, like, no rules now. And that gets on my nerves because I pick up trash in my yard. I pick up dog waste in my yard. And I know they don't do that stuff at their own places wherever they live. How'd they come up with the name Monkey Island? I've read different stories, Eileen, about how that happened, but the one that I've read most frequently is that there was, when they were going to develop this. See, Grand Lake is, I think it was a WPA project in the 1940s. They started it in they built the dam in 1940. The lake itself dammed up 3 rivers, and it took about 2 years for the lake to fill up. They thought it was going to be more like 5, but it turned out to be more like 2. And when they came out here, somebody, Mucky Muck, I don't know, was going to develop the land. He said, this looks like the Monkey Island at the Tulsa Zoo. And Monkey Island stuck. I don't know if that's true or not. Who knows? But Monkey Island itself is about 7 miles from end to end. At its widest, it is probably no more than a half a mile wide. So it's just really essentially a peninsula that juts down into the lake. And we're about midway up the lake. And Grand Lake, you guys came for a geography lesson at Grand Lake, right? The dam that, anyway, the dam is called Pensacola Dam. One of my grandparents actually named it. It's the longest multiple arch dam in the world, even today. And Grand Lake is a very spidery lake, and it has about 1,300 miles of shoreline. From end to end, it's about 60 miles from the dam up to Twin Bridges, about 60 miles. And yeah, it is huge for the local economy. I mean, we live on lake economy, which means it's seasonal. So, yeah, it's only summertime that I have to put up with the city people. And if you looked at my journal in here on Labor Day weekend, you'll see how happy I am when, I'll see if I can find it, because it cracks me up every time I see it. Anyway, it's a huge smiley face that said, "City buttholes go home." I'm always so happy when they go. And not all the city people are buttholes, but there's a fair number of them. Yeah. If they weren't inconsiderate, I'd love them. And I love to see people having fun on the lake. I mean, there's nothing better than, to see kids out water skiing and running around on sea-doos. That part of it doesn't bother me at all. I love to see them out having fun. But it's more the beer cans in my yard and stuff like that that annoys me. But I've been picking it up for 20 years, so I don't know. Can you bitch about something for 20 years? I guess you can. Because I have. But you can't believe it. I mean, I've had my mailbox run over so that Robert made me a metal one. So if you run into my mailbox, you're honestly going to tow your car. Because I got tired of putting my mailbox back up. And it's people out drinking. And I don't have a problem. If you want to drink, go drink. But don't wreck my stuff in the process. Yeah, tourists are a pain in the butt. You know all about it down there, Eileen. Okay, Pat lives, yeah, in much the same environment. Yeah, I don't think people even stop and consider what it's like for the full-time people. This is my full-time home. I'm not in Florida, Laura. I live in the northeast corner of Oklahoma. It's called Grand Lake of the Cherokees. And I live on Monkey Island. So, but it's seasonal up here. All right, we got M done. Let's see what time. It's 1:38. Okay, I still got a little bit of time before Jean. So, if you want to give me a letter, I'll do another design. Thanks, Josie. Yeah, tourists are, yeah. I don't know. It's just people. I just don't understand why people can't be more considerate. That's all. That's the thing I think is it's consideration, and I don't care if you're here, if you're in Tulsa. I don't care where you are. Just be considerate of other people. Here's where M1 goes. So, okay, there's L and Z. There's only there's more Z's. I didn't think there was many. Oh, Z has one of my favorite ones. I just don't know how to do it in that circle. Yeah, come on. I like this tangle. I think that one's really, really cute. Okay, bye, Lynn. Eat something good. All right, and Laura said L. Let's see what we've got for L's. There's a lot of M's. Bye, Lynn. I like that one a lot. Can you see that? Oh, this one's really cool, too. I'll do this one. All right, Eileen's saying Z. All right, we'll do L first and Z. Bye, Vicki. All right, we're going to do L and Z. I'm going to take this one out. All right. Here's the Z page. Did you guys want to do that little zinger one? Is that the one? Can you see it? Sorry. Oh my God, I hate to say what the Z1 looks like. Yeah, Jean, wake up. Do not take a nap, Jean. Alright, if I did that, the Z, it would be a totally random pattern. And that's why I'm wondering. Maybe I'll keep that out. You know what Z pattern I like? I like this one a lot. Can you see that?
Going.
Bye, hon.
Bye.
I thought you were already gone.
You what?
I thought you were already gone.
Yeah, I'm going now.
Alright, love you, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Alright, you like the zinger? A zinger for the thong. Oh my God! Eileen, you kill me. Zinger? Well, we could add zingers. Alright, we're going to take zinger out. But I'm really liking that zazzy one. And, alright, here's the zinger that I used inside the Z. They could radiate from a center point. That's an idea. Yes, she has napped and missed her own stream. And that's why we start screaming at her about 15 minutes before. Jean, wake up! Jean, wake up! It's time for a stream. I like that one, and I think that one would be really cool if I drew it and then did shading behind it. So, oh, that one's really cool too, the Zensplosion. But that one again is a random pattern. Alright, oh you guys, you're making this so hard. I'll take all of them out, but this, that zinger, I'm thinking, alright. Alright, we're doing zinger. I'll let you little brats have your very own way. Lots of zingers. T-A-T. Yay, Janet. Okay. All the Z ones do. Alright, we're doing this one. And we'll just do a random pattern. So I'm going to do it over here. Because I might do another background behind it. I don't know. I might just shade around them. Anyway, we'll see. This one I do want... Yeah, I'm going to use the 03 nib on this. Baby zingers would be zinglets, of course. Hello. Alright, hang on just a second, you guys. Hi, Amber. The address? I think that's... No, I think that was Grandma's. Hang on just a second. Let me think. I actually have that under Bella. You want to send it to her mom's house, right? All right. The Clarkson address is Linda's mom. Yeah, that's not going to work. So use 115 Adams. And that's Thornton. 80233. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, I thought he was going to be here in a week or two. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that I think is the address. Double check on that, but I think that's the one. Yeah. All right. All right. Talk to you later. Bye. How's Jess? Yeah. Hmm. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, did you want me to come Thursday again? Okay. Okay. I'll do that. All right. I'll talk to you. Bye. All right. Sorry about that. I have a very, very sick niece. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, say the Addy outline out loud. Oh well. It's no big deal. If that's all you got to do is worry about looking for addresses online, those addresses are available on yellowpages.com. All right, this works out better for me if I draw it. And I'm drawing it bigger than the little design here. There's our first zinger. Oh, thanks, you guys. It's been a really crazy year. Hi, Scooby. Turns out she has an incredibly rare. I mean, incredibly rare. If you watched House MD, it was one of the words that you heard a lot on there. It's a disease, a very rare disease called porphyria. And we're out in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, and doctors have not seen anything like this. So honestly, for us, getting a diagnosis for her was, I don't even know how to describe it. So hard to get a diagnosis. And then fighting with the insurance to get her treatment. And nobody knew how to treat it. And thank goodness, the other day, she finally has an appointment at Mayo Clinic. So they'll be leaving here the 20th for an appointment at Mayo Clinic. And in my opinion, if they hadn't done this, I'm not sure how long that young lady could have made it. It's that bad a disease. I've never seen anything like it, ever, ever, ever. So it just proved to me that sometimes you think a prayer isn't going to be answered, but they do get answered. All right, we're getting a lot of little zingers going on here. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, I mean, I would appreciate any and all prayers. Her name is Jessica. She's 28. Yeah, any prayers for Jess are definitely appreciated. Eileen, are you loving the zingers? Yes, prayers do work. Yeah, Sarah, when you look it up, yeah, you'll freak out. It's coming along. Yeah, when you read the articles, there's a really great one. If you look up the Porphyria Foundation, they've got excellent information on there. A zinger is a type of burger at KFC. Well, there you go. See, I don't think it is here though, Emma. You can't get a burger at KFC, can you? Anyway, all right. I'm trying to think how I'm going to finish this off. If I want to, I was thinking shade around the edge and get it lighter as it goes in, since they're all kind of going into the middle. Or shade around each one darker and then get lighter as it goes out. I don't know. It's the decisions you have to make in life are tough. That's all I can say. All right, to go ahead and fill this in, I'm going to add some other little doodles that aren't on there. I'll show you here in just a second. I just added those little doodles in to kind of, okay, it's made of chicken. Okay, I get it. A zinger is a KFC burger, I guess. I don't ever eat. Yeah, I don't ever eat there, so I don't know. All right, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and shade around these and then have it get lighter as it goes out. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because the one thing I like best about Zentangle is the shading. And it'll make them stand out that way a little bit more, I think. If it doesn't, we'll eraser it. We can do that. Sorry I went quiet, you guys. Sorry, my computer went to sleep. It's almost like you're not here at all. Did I color what circles? Hang on, I'll look back at the chat here in just a minute when I don't have to be paying attention. I might do the little circles that I kind of looks like amoebas or something. Oh, I kind of like this one. Looks really different. Jean, wake up. You can't sleep. You've got a stream to do. Wake up. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. It's 1 hour till Jean. I'll just keep on working here. Little wormies. Yeah, kind of cute seaweed. Yeah, for sure. What's with the Zen? Okay, now what? Oops, what the heck? Hang on, I have to go back. You asked if I will color what I'm working on now, Laura. No, I probably will not. I mean, you can, and I have done color ones, but no, I probably will not color these. I like black and white a lot. You just got your color books. Yay, you! All right. All right, I just checked back. I guess nobody has any questions or anything. All right, so we're good there. I think one thing I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shade around the edge of the circle and kind of tie it all together. And I might end up coloring those little dots that I made. I might end up coloring those in black. I don't know. I'll wait and see what it's like when it's all done. Know what I mean? Chili bean? Alright, and where the circles overlap, I'm going to shade those all later. I guess I could do it now. But I was thinking about making the circles real dark, but I was going to wait and see what it all looked like later. Yeah, I think I'll like this one when it's shaded. Only between those two, I'm going to do a real dark line. Alright, yeah, I like that one. Looks pretty cute. Oops. So that's where we're at so far. Alright, and then the next one was L. I like this one, so that's why I chose this. It looks kind of like Tinker Toys, which I still have to draw in my Inktober book. Alright, this is what we're going to do. Alright, and I think, I'm trying to think, because this is also a random pattern, I think I'm just going to randomly draw, and I'm going to use this as a tool for the width of the little pipes, or whatever you want to call them, the sticks. I'm just going to use this and draw just random stick patterns, and I'll come back in and ink them later. How many sticks should there be? The decisions, I swear. That's going to be really blank if I don't do something there. And over here as well. Alright, do you think that's enough sticks? Oops. It's nice that I give you guys a close-up and then I don't even get it in camera. That's fabulous. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw the little circles so I know where to ink the sticks. And I'm going to draw what looks to be the beads a little bit bigger. Whoops, I almost goofed up. I really got to keep my bearings so I don't get this goofed up. Alright, so that means this one's going to be up here. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work right. I'm pretty convinced of that. Alright, do I have enough beads? I'll do a part of a bead down here. Beads on pickup sticks. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, huh? Alright, here's this one doesn't have anything, so I'll do one over here. Alright. Yeah, that'll be alright. We'll live with this, alright? Alright. Now the sticks will go up and over each other. Oops, just goofed up. Oh well. Urgh. I'm growling like Gene. Goofed up again. I'm not paying attention, obviously. Jean, when you feel yourself starting to growl, I think what it is you're getting tired of paying attention. See, I just did it again. Because I am a big dope. Geez, this one's going to have a bunch of white out on it. That's okay. It be's good. Alright, I'm going to fix up a couple of these lines that I goofed up. If I can find a pen that works. You're not overly dramatic, Jean. White pens, the bane of every artist's life, I swear. Oops, I didn't draw that line. Some of my lines didn't write very well. I'm going to have to darken them a little bit. Maybe my pen's giving up the goat. I don't know. Alright, just a couple of things I got to clean up. That day I was drawing the pickup sticks, I was really having to pay attention. And this pen is a piece of junk. So what do? I put it right back in. And these are the gel. That was a Gel Extreme. This was a Ranger. I've had trouble with Rangers over and over. And I think my good white one actually I think is out at the couch. Here's a good one. Alright, where else have I got to goof up? Okay. It looks a mess. But I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I think it'll be okay when I get it done. I'm going to color in the area on the beads black so that the shadow will really, really stand out. Sorry, you guys. I didn't know you couldn't see. It's a good thing you guys are good about entertaining yourselves. Okay. Okay, I'll shade like the edges of the beads to give them a sense of roundness, that the light would be hitting them on the top of the beads. I'm calling them beads. I don't really know what they are. They're just whatevers. And I don't know, I kind of think I might have to do some shading back behind these two to make them pop off the page, but I don't know. And there's no law that says I couldn't color that in black, you know. That might be cool on one or two of them to have. No, I can't do that because I had already thought these spaces in between, I'm going to do them black. Totally black. Can you guys see? And then as I'm doing this shading around the beads, you can see how I'm going to make them round. But also the edge of each of these sticks would have a little bit of shading. And then that would, bobbles to go with the zingers, that would give them a sense of roundness as well. So we'll see what we can do here. And then the sticks where they go underneath or into the beads, of course, we'll have shading where they go underneath the other sticks. There'll be a shadow. And on these Zentangle things, I don't, like, if I was really being particular, I'd do the shading more meticulous. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and color these in. It'll be easier for me to erase the top and give it its highlight rather than try and shade the edges. So that's the way I'm going to do that. And where I corrected them, they're going to look crappy anyway. So who cares? Yeah, these might pop out a lot better in a black. I know. I just noticed that, Emma. Thank you. Yeah, these might pop out a lot better. But another thing I could do is there's no law that says that there can only be one pattern in a box. So maybe on this one, what I'll do is, just because I think it's too white, I think I might, where did my little thing go? I might do something in the background. I think I will. It'll only take a second because I'm not going to get out rulers or tools or anything. I'm going to use, oh, I dragged my, no, there it is. Nope, I'll wait and do that later maybe. I think I am going to fill in that background. I'm either going to do it with little tiny dots, which you guys don't need to sit and watch me do. But I think I am going to fill that in with little tiny circles. Okay, we're at 12:22. We probably have time for one more if you guys want to. I'm going to go ahead. Well, you guys either give me another letter or tell me you've had enough. If you want me to show my Inktober's to fill up the rest of the time, or just yak, or if you want me to draw some more, tell me what you want. And I will be agreeable because I'm always agreeable. And I just picked up this piece of garbage pen. I think I got it at Tuesday morning for nothing. A package of 3 of them for like $1 or something, just to get black down. I don't have to use my expensive pens to just lay down a black color. Hope this doesn't wreck it. But then if it does, I'll get the white pen out and do something in it, you know, polka dots or something. Martini olives, yeah. You want me to do X? Eileen, are you just coming up with really odd letters to throw me a curve? Huh? 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 Okay, you want me to draw more? You are. You are just jacking with me. I know it. I know it now. I have exposed you, Eileen, for the rat that you are. I was going to draw Zazzy, and I might come back and do it later. But I'll let you guys tell me what to do next. All right, LLL, XXX, draw more, R for rat. Yes, you are. I knew you were. See? Oh! Let's see what X has. And STUWX. X has exactly, looks like 3 designs. That one actually is kind of interesting, where you start with an X and build on it. That one is actually kind of cool. All right, Emma wanted R for rat. Let's see what R has. Ooh, I like that one. Here's the R's. Oh, this one's cool. Ripples is very cool. I like this one. Kind of a grid, but when you get done, it doesn't really look like a grid. Looks like wormies. You like the X one where you start with an X and then build on it? Rosettes is kind of fun. Oh my gosh. I don't know, just opening up the book. River is kind of cool too. Okay, bye, shells. Here's River is kind of cool too. Do the petal, and then you. Well, Sarah, I can show you how to draw flowers of every kind. Ripples, you like ripples? Ripples is cool, I have to say. All right, we're doing ripples. We like ripples. We're doing ripples, ripples, ripples. We don't have one that's primarily black and white either. Okay, and on this one again, I'm going to do, I'll just use this for the grid, I think. That's going to make it really small, though. That's 1/4 inch. I think I'm going to do, I don't want it that small, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and do it a little bit bigger. That would be 1/4. I'm going to do about 3/8. Yeah, this will give me more room to work a little bit, and it won't take the rest of the day. All right, we're good. We be good. All right, now I have to decide. I think I will put the grid lines in. I don't have to, but I'm going to put the grid lines in ink, but I'm going to use the real fine nib pen. This one is kind of like mindless coloring, which I like that idea. Hey, did Jean ever say what she's going to do on stream today? Is she going to work in her Nano Jumo or whatever that's called journal again? You can cut out those circles and send them to me. You know, another idea is when it's all done, cut it up into ATCs and send it out. All right, another idea for a stream. Put it into the stream idea book, Janet. What's that? Marilyn, would you repeat that for me? Because I will put whatever in the stream idea book. There you go, Pat. I guess the announcement has been made, huh? Actually, I don't mind. Mondays I do try and keep, I try and stay home on Mondays. And then if I got to go shopping, I go on Tuesdays. And actually, I should be making something for dinner right now. I guess I'll have to cook during Jean. All right. Am I on screen, off screen? Bye, Laura. Have a good day. You're gonna start a mixed media canvas. Oh, cool. Just send the whole page. Oh my gosh. Somebody needs to poke me in the head. I wonder what Ustream will be like tomorrow. Oh gosh, you know what? Tomorrow I just want to flip and hibernate. I swear. I vote for flowers for a stream idea. Okay, you want me to draw flowers? All right, I'm writing it down. You want a how-to. Okay, I will write that down, Sarah. I probably will, Pat. I think I probably will. I think you guys have bullied me into it. All right, I got the well, that's nice. The boxes. Now I'm going to draw the curved lines. And then all you got to do is draw the little humps going one way, and then the little humps going the other way. And then color in every other one. It doesn't get any simpler than that. There's a lot of margin for error, and I mean, like, if there's an error in this one, you'll never know it. Yeah, baby. All right, we'll start with this one. Oh, I'm still using the real fine nib pen, but when I start coloring, I'll move to a bigger nib. Have it go a little faster. Am I even close to on screen? Ugh. There is something very relaxing about the repetitive lines. I will say that. And I think they've actually done studies now that people who doodle while they're in a learning environment, and I doodled continuously at school, actually learn the material better than people who don't. Now, I could be making that up, but I'm pretty sure I heard that or read that or something. So, Jean probably can tell you. Dee Dee will be so happy. Dee Dee will be so happy. Where did she go? But yeah, I probably will. Maybe I'll just go on Mondays for a while, see how it goes. If it wrecks my whole schedule, we'll figure that out later. What is Eileen doing now? Oh, you want a zine stream? We could do that. Actually, I've been thinking about doing another zine. Alright, tweet me you guys ideas. Because I don't mind streaming if I know what you want to see or what I'm going to do. Like throwing this together last minute. I'm not crazy about like that, you know, but this is working out and it's okay. I'm okay with it. But I really would rather be a little bit more prepared, honestly. Know what I'm doing and have all the supplies out. The cool thing about Zentangle is you don't need a whole lot of supplies. And this pen right here is my favorite pen of all times. I love the Hybrid Technica pens. It doesn't work great on this paper, but for everything else, it's the best pen ever made, I think, with this real small nib. I think I've only ever gotten one of these pens that didn't work well. All right, got all of them going that way. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and, excuse me, color in these that I've already got done. All right, 2:38. I've only got like 20 minutes. Bye, Carla. Thanks for coming. ATC. Bye, Scooby. Thanks for coming. All right, I'm going to go ahead and color these in real quick. Oop, that's a big old fat nib, no wonder. Can you guys see it all? I know I won't have time to finish this before Miss Jean comes on, but if I finish it, I'll post photos or save it for next week and show you then, because now I've probably committed. You trickerheads. And if you guys think of anything that I need to buy me for my birthday, I gotta order it soon so it's here next week. A sock monkey drawing stream. We could draw a sock monkey. Thanks, Josie. Christmas ornament stream. Okay, now when it comes to Christmas, Marilyn, I hate to say this, but I am just not a fan of Christmas crafts. I don't put up a Christmas tree. I have a little tiny one that I put up. I used to, when the kids were home, I loved Christmas. I loved shopping for Christmas. I loved decorating, and I had tons of that stuff. And I don't know if it's because Jim was sick and died right after Christmas, and I spent a Christmas in the hospital with him when he was in a coma. And when you're in a hospital at Christmas time, they play Christmas carols around the clock. Around the clock. So if you're out wandering at 3 o'clock in the morning, worried and sick because your loved one's ill, and you're listening to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Here Comes Santa Claus, it doesn't take very long for you to really despise those Christmas carols because they play endlessly. So I don't know, I'm just, and I think another thing is while we were there at Christmas, and we were there Christmas Day, one of the doctors did make me go to his house for Christmas. Well, he's my neighbor, so I knew him. Made me come over to his house for Christmas dinner that day. I was so not in the Christmas spirit, and I remember I was standing outside thinking about all the people out just loving Christmas, having such a great time, and it dawned on me that do we ever take the time to think about the people who truly are less fortunate than us? Stop and say a prayer for them, whatever, and I don't know, I think that Christmas changed me. So yeah, chances are you're not going to get a Christmas stream from me. Now I just treat it pretty much like any other time of year. I do dinner and all that, but yeah, I don't make a big deal of it, and I don't buy a bunch of gifts anymore. You get a check, and that's it. I know, I'm bah humbug woman. Your husband died right before Christmas? Yeah, see, I think when you have something traumatic, it changes the way you think and, yeah, feel about it. Jim, that was actually, he was in the hospital. He had his surgery December 3rd, 1999, and so he was in ICU when the calendar rolled over to 2000 and the whole Y2K thing and how the world nothing was going to work when Y2K came and all that. And I have a brother who's an idiot. He's the funniest guy ever. And he came to spend New Year's with me because he knew right after that I was going to remove life support. But we walked into the ICU right about midnight on New Year's Eve. And the nurse was in there with Jim, and my brother told the nurse, he says, well, Jim, we're here to do your Y2K brain check. And of course, by now, I've been there 40 days, I'm a little punchy, and oh my gosh, we laughed so hard about that, and I never think of Y2K in that time in the hospital that I don't think about, we're here to do your Y2K brain check. Figuring out how to print this photo I need. Yes, yeah, Grammy, I think I'm really not bah humbug. I just can't get too excited about it. Yeah, Dorothy, and I think if people celebrated Christmas and kept the real meaning of the season in their heart, I would totally, I could totally embrace it again. But we've lost that. I mean, we've totally lost that, and I just can't get excited. I still, like for the grandkids, I send them a check and make sure they can buy what they want. But One, I live so far out from anything. Postage is so insane. In fact, that was the last year I sent gifts. I went to send gifts from the post office, and the postage was more than the gifts were worth. And I thought, you know what? From now on, y'all, you're going to deal with your checks. And I checked with the parents, and what I wanted to do was open them investment accounts. Um, and then every year put money in an investment account. And I do that anyway, but I just think the whole Christmas thing, you know, going out and buying 50 sweaters is such a waste. I'd rather they have 10 shares of a blue chip stock, frankly. Are you laughing at Y2K? Tomorrow, see, my dad's birthday is in November too. This will be the first year he's not here on his birthday. His birthday was 2 days after mine, and we always shared a birthday cake. But I'm glad he's in heaven with Mom now. I hope she's really bitching at him. This one is kind of tedious, boys and girls. It'll be cool when it's done, but watching me do this has got to be the most tedious thing ever. Of course, I've been telling you all these fun stories about sick people. Who wouldn't want to listen to that? Yeah, see, that's the thing, like right now, I mean, the Christmas stuff was out here before Halloween was over. I just think it's so stupid. And then they start playing the music. And then the music is what gets me going. But yeah, I wish they'd let us have a nice, peaceful Thanksgiving and then start the hype if you have to. But I know it's so much of their annual sales volume that you know you almost can't blame them either. But honestly, I I wish they'd give it a break. I almost got half of it done. And I'm staying pretty good on frame. I'm going to have to look this over. I may not even want to post this bad boy on YouTube, because I don't think I've been good about staying on frame. Not that I have that many viewers, frankly, but if I don't post it, people are going to be really upset, aren't they? Like Carrie and some of the regulars. I don't want to make them mad. But one thing I know, you guys, if I commit, which I think I already have, if I commit to a Monday stream at a certain time, I promise you I will do everything I can to make sure I meet that commitment. I'm not going to make the commitment and then blow it off. So, you know, that's one thing I totally admire about Dee Dee is that, and Jean is so good about meeting her stream times. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it and then not do it. If I don't think I can do it, I'm just going to say no, I'll just stream intermittently like I have been. And I probably should talk to Robert about it, because me spending half the day hanging out here some days may impact him. Now, one thing I do know, first part of December, we're going to North Carolina, and it'll probably be for 2 weeks. So, and then in January, you know what? I shouldn't have committed to this, because we're talking about going down to South Padre again. But rather than going in an RV, we're going to rent um, a condo. And the cool thing about that is I would get to meet CB, because we'd have to drive through San Antonio. So, I don't know. Yeah, after I just told you, I'll do my best to be here. Now, when I think about it, we may not be home that much. And I'm not watching chat right now, because I'm concentrating on staying in the lines, and I'm not doing so good a job. It's a recorded commitment. Jean is great as long as we can keep her awake. Yeah? Wake up, Jean! I've been trying, Pat. I've been trying. It's a recorded commitment. Yeah, but I'm not, I mean, I really feel strongly about that if I'm going to commit to a time and block it in and keep other people from streaming in that time, I'm going to meet that commitment. That's just kind of the way I am. All right, it's 2:52, so I probably will go ahead. I may save it and we can work on it again later. Oh, come on. Focus. Pain in the neck, you. There it goes. That's what half of it looks like. There we are. And those spaces here, I will go ahead and fill those in black. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like if I keep doing it. I might just save it till next week. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick, well, no, I'll do it next time. I was going to do a quick flip of my Inktober, but I think I'm going to do what Dee Dee did. I'm going to do it a separate video and then post it separately. Thank you, Kathy. Jean figured out how to print her photos, so that's a good thing. Jean is streaming at 4:30 Eastern. No, I think Jean actually comes on. Jean, am I wrong? Are you coming on right now? Thank you, Josie, Sarah, Emma, Juju. Thanks so much for coming, you guys, and being so encouraging and supportive all the time. That's one thing about you guys that is just amazing, that you're always so encouraging. Do a flip. I'm not ready. Okay. All right. Well, one thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to stop this recording and I'm going to start a new one, so that if people want to just look at the Inktobers, and the reason I'm doing that is because I showed it to Mary's daughter the other day, and she said, oh, would you post that? I want some of my friends to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording, and I'll start another one. So thank you for watching this on YouTube. I will go ahead and finish this, or I'll finish it on the next stream. And I appreciate all of you so much. So thanks again.